Hi there, everyone. I just literally just took out of the packaging this. It's just the cardboard backing for the Tails figure from the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie from Jakks Pacific. Yeah, and of course you can see the some of the other figures that are available in the line there. Of course, this is available separately, but this particular variant of Tails with the helmet and everything, you can actually get with Sonic in a 2-pack with the Tornado plane, which I also saw while I was at Smith's Toy Superstores just yesterday. Oh, in case you're wondering, this is the front bubble part. So, yeah, just imagine the figure just being in this. And speaking of, here he is. And yeah, I'm actually quite. I actually like the articulation. In certain aspects, the articulation is quite good. With the feet kind of go 360 degrees, although you don't know why you would, but it does that. The legs. Oh, actually, no. Saying that, I just realised the feet might be articulated, but the top part of the legs aren't really that articulated. But then I don't know why you would really need them unless you're really wanting to, do a really big kick or something. But yeah, actually, and saying that the upper arms, the upper arms, they don't really move all great either. The hands do. The hands move fairly well. But yeah, the upper arms don't so much. But again, it's only a basic figure. Why would you really need to? Of the head, though, head definitely almost. Oh no, it does turn 360 degrees. Can sort of almost look up and down, but yeah, it's quite obvious it's on a ball joint. In case you're wondering if the helmet's removable, it is not. It is sculpted, molded into the figure there. He can hold his little what's it called? Gizmo wing, according to the packaging. So you can hold the Gizmo wing, okay. Here is said Gizmo wing. So yeah, he can hold it at least in his. Well, actually, I tried to get into his other hand, but oh no, he can hold it in his other hand as well. So he can hold his fidget wing. His other accessory is this backpack, but there is no holes or anything to actually attach it to the figure. So yeah, you probably. I just realised, you just asking yourself why include it if it's not going to be included in the figure in some way. There's no pegs or anything on Tails to put it on, and it's just basically just a solid lump of plastic. Pretty much, is it plastic? Yeah, it's plastic, or rubbery plastic. So yeah, it's nicely designed, but and I know he's often seen with it in the actual movie, but it's basically a worthless accessory. You can't use it on anything. So yeah, that is weird. Now the articulation on the hands and feet I can forgive, but the one thing I'm actually surprised about is his tails. Now, of course, yeah, that's his, hence his name. But or his tails are on a ball joint. They do go 360 degrees, but notice I'm moving them, and yeah, I thought the two tails would have been, slightly separated from each other and might act independently, like most other Tails figures. But no, this is a solid piece. The two tails are attached to one another, and I also discovered this also tends to pop off. But don't worry, it's on a ball joint, so you just shove it back into its socket. Very, very oddly placed. Well, not very oddly placed. It's quite obvious where the socket is, but yeah, but yeah, it's on a solid. They're on a solid ball joint, as mentioned, but the tails are are a full piece. They're not separated, and if you do try and pull them off, you just wind up breaking them. So I would not recommend that at all. So yeah, that's one thing I was quite surprised with. I thought the two tails would have been independent, but no, it's just a solid plastic piece. But overall, how much did I pay for this thing? About £8 or £9, I think. So about bog standard price for an action figure like this, especially if it's from a recent film. So it's reasonable. It's reasonable for what it is. Like I said, he can hold the gizmo wing absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's just the I said that one of the downsides is his backpack. You can't attach it anywhere. There's no port on his back or whatever. Not his tails, but no, there's no port on his back or anything where you can actually store it. So it's just an added accessory just because, despite the fact that you can't use it with the figure. I mean, again, at least with the gizmo wing, he can actually hold it in his hands. So that's fine. Again, this is completely molded on. I don't know if there is. They probably have or will be releasing a figure without the helmet. But obviously, he wears it in one scene where he pilots the tornado in the film. Which is why which is why they did that version where you can get him and Sonic with the tornado plane in one set. So if you think, actually, it probably might be if you just want this, but you also want Sonic and the tornado, it's probably a better bet to get that version rather than getting the figure separately. But if you wanted the figure separately, you do have options. So at least Jakks Pacific were, give you that option. I just realised his serial numbers on one of his, it's one of his feet there, and all the usual stuff on the bottom there. So yeah, overall, it's I said it's a quite a reasonable figure, but just a few things that surprised me. I didn't think this was detachable, the helmet, but the tails, though, I was really surprised that they were a solid piece. I thought they would have been separate, but well, there you are. And of course, I think really the major downside, really, the whole thing with the tails is forgivable. Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say the whole thing with the tails is forgivable. What isn't, though, is the need for an accessory, and he can't even... I don't know, maybe he can hold it with both his hands, but I'm not really going to try. But then again, why would you hold it? It's a backpack. You're supposed to wear it on your back. For the most part. Yeah, it's just a pretty worthless accessory, to be honest. But there you go. But at least, again, he can hold his gizmo wing in his hand, so at least there's that. Yeah, they just didn't really think much about the backpack. I think they thought thought a lot more on the gizmo wing than they did with the backpack. But no, there you go. It's just one of them things. So yeah, that is my little mini review on the Tails Sonic the Hedgehog 2 figure from Jakks Pacific. Hope you enjoyed watching it till the very end. Sorry if I rambled at any point. And hope you've enjoyed it. Do take care, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.